Hi everyone. This vlog is a little more serious than past vlogs, and it's really going to touch upon the subject of what happens when your inner fire, your inner flame, has dimmed. And the reason why I wanted to discuss this one was because I'm personally experiencing that. And another one of my clients slash somebody that I mentor and that I've been mentoring for years also brought that up in a recent interaction. The fact that the passion, the drive, the ambition, they're in a place in their lives where they feel, a little defeated, a little more down than they've really ever felt before. And I was able to relate to that because I'm currently experiencing that right now in my life. And so I was also speaking to one of my friends from college when she was asking me, she knew I had a really bad year, and she's like, well, now that 2023 has started, what is it that you're going to do to kind of like pick yourself back up again? I was like, oh, it's a great question. And I'd be able to answer that, for my clients and how I could assist them in getting them from where they are right now to where eventually they want to be, where they feel better. But for myself, I never really had that issue where I had to reflect and think about how am I going to pull myself out of this slump that I feel like I'm in right now. So I started racking my brain about it. There's the usual, there's the, exercising more and going for walks and going for hikes and reading things that, might inspire you, uplift you, make you feel good, and eating right, and I've done all those things and they're great and they're extremely helpful for a lot of people. But for me, I was feeling like that wasn't really making a difference in my day-to-day feels. So I started thinking more about the kind of person that I am. So I'm normally somebody that loves to work. That's like a pastime of mine. I love working. I love having multiple jobs. I love helping people. And then it clicked. I started a new job yesterday, working for somebody with a disability. And basically what I do is I take them wherever they want to go to do, simple tasks, things that they feel like they want to do. So going to a coffee shop or going to a supermarket and walking around in the mall. And it was the simplicity of that day and the things that we were doing throughout the day that I realized, wow, I'm bringing joy to somebody. I'm offering somebody an opportunity to do things that bring joy in their lives. And every time we'd do a new activity, I'd look over and he'd be smiling. And I'd be like, how are you feeling? Are you okay? And he would just say, yeah, I'm great. I'm like, I haven't really felt great in a really long time. I was kind of, envious of that. Like, I want to start feeling great again. So I allowed myself to just be in that moment, be present, and to look around at my surroundings. And as we were walking throughout the mall, I was looking at the different stores and how they're decorated and the different items that are for sale and the creativity behind some of the shops that were in that mall. I was like, wow, this is pretty awesome to just ground myself in the moment and just be present and just enjoy that peace that comes with being in the present. And I realized at the end of the day that to pull myself out of feeling no longer passionate in my own life and no longer enthusiastic about my day-to-day, that to reignite my flame is me being of service to others. So I'm going to continue doing that. I'm going to continue working for this family, 10 hours a week, and continue with my private practice because that does bring joy to my life, assisting others on their journeys through their own lives, as well as walking every day and eating healthier, reading more books that are inspiring and, kind of like I showed you with my last vlog about my favorite book. I'm probably going to reread that one, so maybe that can assist me. But to answer my friend's question, what am I going to do to pick myself back up again? I'm going to continue my service to others. And hopefully that will help to reignite my flame and to feel more positive for this new year of 2023. So I offer this advice to you out there. If you feel a little down, if you don't feel like your normal self, know that that's okay. Sometimes as humans, we kind of go through those waves of getting stuck in life and maybe being bored, doing the day-to-day, and it becomes, monotonous, right? So allow yourself time to feel what you're feeling, but then try something different. Push yourself to reignite your inner flame. Find you again. Do things that maybe you haven't done in a long time, but back when you used to do them, it would bring happiness to your life and joy. Try that stuff. The idea is you have to keep keeping on. You have to keep pushing yourself sometimes to keep going, and know that a lot of us experience that. We just may not talk about it. We may not express it, but I want to express it to you. I may seem like I have my whole life together, which I do, but clearly there are moments in my life where I don't feel so good, and that sucks. But I want you to know that we all experience it, and it's what you do with that that makes a difference. You have to keep going. You have to keep believing that there's more for you out there for you to experience and more memories for you to make. Connect with people, help others, be grateful for the things in your life, and also stay present. Ground yourself in the present moment, because that's all that exists. The future doesn't really exist, and the past, well, that's over. So all you can really do is live in the moment, right? And when you ground yourself, when you look around and see the beauty of what life has to offer in that present moment, you'll feel a little less sad. You'll feel a little more grounded. Just don't give up. If anything, just don't give up.